Aries massive, what's poppin'? Happy birthday! It's Aries season. What's going on, Aries massive? Yo, I'm so excited that it is Aries season. You know why? Because I got a couple placements of Scorpio, a couple prominent placements of Scorpio. So I share that Mars energy. And there are 2 times of the year where I get super amped. And it is now when it's Aries season because of the energies, and then it's the fall when it's Scorpio season. So I am super amped for you guys. I'm excited. It's Aries season. You know, not only is it your birthday and your solar return, but the whole world is looking forward and excitement about Aries season, especially if you're in the northern hemisphere where it's cold and now the weather is changing. You're going to start seeing the leaves come onto the trees, the flowers are going to start growing. You know, all the residual from the winter is going to slowly start dissipating. You know, we got this goddamn virus stuff going on, which is nothing but from what I've seen. I watched this guy's video who had it, and I guess it's a combination of influenza and pneumonia. This is what he's saying when they took his test. So it's just a triple dose of, you know, whatever's already out here. So, you know, that's in a way cleaning out, you know, negative shit that's going on too. But, you know, whatever about that. But anyway, I am so excited that it is Aries season. I am so excited. I love this time of year. For those of you who are very religious, you know, it's Easter coming up. You know, so they got these types of celebrations going on. It's just a very festive time of the year, not only in the 3D realm, but beyond as well. So, you know, this is a major, major shift. We're coming into the spring equinox, okay? So, you know, just a lot of planetary positive good vibes coming about. So you guys are amazing. You're born at an amazing time of the year. So I wanted to do a birthday spread for you guys because I love you. You guys are amazing. You know, the love and support that you show to the channel is outstanding. So I definitely wanted to just give a shout out to you and show my love support. Hold on one second, Aries. All right, guys. So let's get you your birthday spread here. So we're going to do 5 cards here, right? The first card, and I'll tell you again as we go, but the first card is going to represent last year, what you went through last year. The second card is going to represent what you need to let go of for this solar return. The fourth card is going to talk about what you need to embrace for this solar return. And then the last card is going to talk about what you have to look for the current year. All right. So the overall energy for the reading, I don't like this. I don't understand why this is coming up here. Now, the Emperor in reverse, this is Aries energy, okay? So maybe some of you are just feeling a little bit like, okay, you know, I'm not where I want to be right now for whatever reason. It could be financial. You could be having some issues getting things financially on deck, okay? It could also have to do with maybe somebody may have a big ego. Somebody may have put themselves in a situation where their ego is keeping them from being the true emperor that they are. This could also represent, you know, someone just, maybe they didn't plan right. You know, sometimes the emperor, he makes mistakes. Sometimes he misplans, you know, and so you got to go back to the drawing board. And that's okay, because that happens, all right? For others of you, this energy talks to me about someone who is just not mature as they thought they were in certain areas of life. Okay, it could be in business. Maybe you're looking at things from a mind frame in which you need to change, okay? This could represent immaturity in general, you know, someone wanting to be emperor, but because they're not emotionally and physically ready or emotionally and spiritually ready, they're just emperor in training. This could also represent someone who's being manipulative in some way, shape, or form, whether it's to you, someone being that way to you, or you're being that way to someone. But you guys are just, you know, this was a rough season that we just got out of here. So, you know, we got to get this frown turned upside down here. So let's see what we got going on for you guys. So let's talk about what went on last year. And we're not going to get too deep and heavy into it, you know, because I know for a lot of you, it was really rough. But we got to touch on the highlights, because if you don't learn from the past, what happens with the future? You know what I mean? So the past energy here is the Ten of Cups in reverse. So a lot of you, with this energy here, this is Piscean energy. So with this Pisces Mercury retrograde that we're tying up now, we're still in the pre-shadow stages. We got like another week and a half of this shit left. It's been a doozy for the collective. Oh, it has been rough. And I can speak for that because I've been doing the readings for everybody. And there's even been a little bit of roughness in my life too, with this Mercury retrograde within Pisces. Now, Mercury's going to come back into Pisces. If it hasn't already, it's coming back. I believe it's the first week of April, maybe the 3rd or something like that. I'll have to double check, but it's coming back. But it's not going to be in retrograde, thank God. So it's just going to go through Pisces. So this is going to give you a chance to get all of this straightened out, okay? And then we give you a chance to get this straightened out too. Now, people have problems with family, okay? People have problems with relationships. Okay. Some of you, maybe you had to step away from family and friends because of the energies that were going on. Everybody was going through their own shit. And so there could have been some misunderstandings and mixed messages in reference to family and, falling outs and things like that. But you can make that right. Okay, you can make that right. So for some of you, this is why you have your Emperor energy in reverse. For others of you, this could be about a relationship. Okay, some of you may have gone through divorce. Some of you were in a relationship where you were with someone for years. With the Emperor energy, usually when this person is married, this is somebody who's been with someone for a very long time. Okay, the relationship, usually you two have grown up together in certain respects where it's like we're talking 10, 10 years and better with the Emperor energy. Okay, and some of you have gotten to the point where you're going through a change, or you've gone through a change with your Emperor energy, which is why maybe you're in the negative here, and not this way, because you're going through some changes. You're letting go of the energy that you shed from the last 10 years with this karmic energy that we passed in Pisces season. So you're going through changes where you're looking at what's important to you, what you value in reference to family life and relationships. And so you're making some changes so that you can be the true emperor you need to be. So as a result, there may be some unresolved issues with family or relationships or love in general that you may need to work on that have carried over, or were the main theme of what was going on last year. A lot of you had a lot of messed up relationships. You just couldn't get it right. A lot of you had problems with family members. No matter what you said or did, it was an issue. So this is what went on last year. Okay, a lot of that heavy energy went on. Now let's talk about what you need to let go of this year. We have the Magician in reverse. So you have to let go of that mentality, that lack mentality. Okay, some of you think that because you were going through some things, especially with love and with family, that it's all your fault 100%. Some of you, part of it is your fault, except you're blaming your responsibility. But don't let that debilitate you and put you in a position where you feel like you can't manifest. Okay, that lack mentality could be affecting your business. Okay, that could be affecting how you make money. Okay, I don't know too many Aries who are not confident, not assertive, not competitive, not self-assured. So whoever or whatever, went on last year might have knocked the wind out of your sail a bit and put you here. And that happens. But the universe is, letting you know here that this is what you need to let go of. You need to let go of that lack mentality, that you don't have what it takes. You have what it takes. This Magician energy also represents scattered thoughts. So maybe your mind is all over the place with all the things that happen to you. So that could be throwing you off your game here. Okay? So what we got to figure out is what it is that you have to do to get back on track. For some of you, this is unfilled potential. Okay, for some of you, this is a lack of resources or wasted resources, which could be why you're having some issues in the business sense. Okay, so we're looking at the waste. We're looking at all the things that went down. How you went about things. Maybe you just need to shift gears and do things a little bit differently. And so this could also talk to you doing things the way you used to do them, and they're no longer working for you. So you may feel a sense of lack. But what you got to do is you got to change course. This is a new solar return. What you may want to do is also, if it's messing with your money, okay, especially if this is for some of you, if your money is being messed up, that's because your heart chakra. You got to clear that out. All right. You got to make up where you can make amends. If people don't want to, make amends, then they don't have to. but you accept your responsibility and apologize for what you brought to the table as far as what made what brought the situation to a demise. Get that cleared out. Clear out your heart chakra, and that will take care for a lot of you. That will get you back on track so that you're able to manifest the way that a true emperor does. All right. Now, let's talk about the gift. Yay, it's birthday time. Everybody loves gifts. So let's talk about the gift that you'll receive from the universe. This is the Six of Swords. All right. The Six of Swords energy. This is Aquarius energy. Okay. So this is all about moving away. Okay. Moving away from something. This talks about a necessary transition. A necessary transition. Like this has got to go down. Now, it may not have looked like it was in your favor. It could have been in reference to a relationship that you had to come out of because it wasn't representing who you are right now. Could have been representing who you were in the past when you connected with this person. But like I said, for some of you, you've been in this relationship for a very long time and you're a totally different individual. So this relationship is not aligning with your current values and who you are trying to become. Okay. So as a result, the universe maybe pulled that out of your life and moved you away from it. Okay. That could be a gift for you. Something is coming for you when you move away. The importance about moving away is when the universe is telling you you can't manifest something in a situation. Okay, pay attention to that energy because that is telling you that maybe I need to move away from this. If I can't manifest it to be, I'm the emperor. If I can't manifest something to go right in my favor, then that's not meant for me. And I need to move away from it. Whether it is a family member who is just someone who is trying to dull your shine. Okay, whether it is a lover who you've just, you guys have just grown in different directions with, sometimes you have to let go, and you got that fight in you. You're determined, you got that fire energy in you. But sometimes you have to recognize when things are not working, you got to let it go and you got to move on. Okay, so that is the gift the universe is giving to you, the discernment of knowing that, okay, something is not working. I need to let it go. All right. Very important. Very important. Now let's talk about what the universe wants you to embrace as far as, about you so that you can get on the path that you want or stay on the path that you are on, especially if this is vibing well with you, The Ten of Swords. So you need to embrace the fact that there is a possibility that you're going to have to, you're at rock bottom for a lot of you. Embrace that. Accept that. Again, I can't stress enough here. If you're trying to manifest something and it's just not working, no matter what you do, it's very painful. Yes, it very well is. And so for a lot of you in your relationships, you've hit rock bottom. This is why you're in the Emperor in reverse energy. For a lot of you, it's about a business partnership. Okay, you are with this person. You cannot manifest with this person no matter what is going on. It could just very well that you two have, you could have been in business with each other for years. Okay. And this relationship now is one that you may have to let go of. Okay. Because this could be a partnership as well with the Ten of Cups energy. Ten of Cups is about two people uniting in a partnership. It could be for love. It could be for business. It could be family. It could be whatever. But there's more than one person who is emotionally invested in this situation. Okay. And so in reference to business, you may have hit rock bottom. So you may be going through some things right now with business. Money may not be right. There may be issues. You're not able to manifest the sales, or the money that you used to. The universe is trying to tell you something. They're trying to tell you something. And for a lot of you, it's to move on from this. Okay. Whether it's move on, try a different approach, whether it's move on, let this go and focus on other projects, whether it's move on this relationship, you and this person have grown apart, let it go. But only you will know what this is here with this Ten of Swords energy. Embrace the fact that, things didn't work out. Use that as fuel. You are the perfect person to use, something that didn't happen as fuel because you guys are so ambitious. You're so assertive. You're so competitive. You're so courageous. Like you guys are like the shit. Okay. Like there's nothing that can stop you once you put your mind to doing what you want to do. But every once in a while, we do have a flop. It happens. Every once in a while, the emperor hat is upside down. It's not upright. That happens at times. But get up. Get up. It's your time to shine. It's your solar return. If you've been having problems getting yourself back on because you've hit rock bottom in whatever area, now is the time with your solar return, especially on the 24th. It's the new moon in Aries. Put your intentions out there. Manifest what it is that you want. Okay? This is your season to do so. This is why your season is here. It's all about you. So if you're feeling all down and out and, maybe the wind is knocked out of your sail, take this energy and use this energy for your solar return to benefit you. All right? This is going to benefit you. You got to use it now, though. Okay? It's very important. Figure out what it is that you want, whether it's to heal your relationship or to move on, whether it's to heal the business partnership or to move on, whether it's to start a new project or to leave it be. Whatever it is, figure out what it is that you want. Look at the past as well as what happened. How was your approach to things? What kept you from manifesting what it is that you wanted? What kept you? Look at that. And if you can't figure it out, then maybe it's time for you to leave it be. You have so much drive and determination that sometimes when you hit rock bottom, you're just looking at that like, oh, that's just a stepping stone. Let me keep going. But there's some things that you definitely need to let go of. And you need to figure out what that is for you. And you got to let that go. You got to let that go. And embrace defeat. Sometimes it happens. Okay? Embrace it. Take that energy and use it and turn it into the energy that you need so that you can walk away from whatever it is you need to walk away from, and you can put yourself in a position where you're able to manifest what it is that you need. The only reason you can't manifest what you need, Aries, is because you're dealing with the wrong people, you're in the wrong environments, or you're not looking at things from a practical standpoint. You're not looking at things for the long haul. You're not taking your leadership ability, you're not putting that into account. And also, like I said, keep in mind, things happen. They do. But you, as an emperor, you're the first person of any sign who can turn this upside down. Again, because of your ambition, your activeness, your assertiveness, your courageousness, your creativity. Like, you are one of the illest, okay? Especially with this fire that you carry. Okay? Now let's talk about what we got to look forward to for this year. 5 of Wands. All right. The 5 of Wands energy, this is Leo energy. So this is all about you, the self. Okay. Leo, to me, the cards represent self. They represent ego. Who you are and what you bring to the table. And this is fire energy. All right. And with this 5 of Wands, this is representing the fact that, there's going to be some obstacles. There definitely are. But again, the universe wants you to embrace that and use that energy for fuel. Okay? There's going to be competition. Use that energy for fuel. There's going to be, some concerns about what you should do and how you should do it. Use that energy for fuel. Okay? All of this 5 of Wands energy that's coming to you, which is going to represent what's going on this year, is all about transformation. It's all about you being assertive and looking at the options that are there and just knocking them out the park. Okay, that's not for me, moving on. Okay, this is for me, let me take this. Okay, yeah, this is not for me, I done struggled with it long enough. Let me let it go. Do not allow anything else to pull you down to the point where you are at the 10 of Swords. Because this is rock bottom here. Okay? This is rock bottom. So if you are there right now, the universe is saying embrace it, learn from it, get your thoughts together, and get your ass back up there and get out in the game. All right? This is your season. It's your season to do so. Some of you may have gotten some bad news here. Okay? It may not be news that you're interested in. Some of you may have had some issues with taxes. Okay? So that could be a situation where, you, as far as your business, maybe you've hit rock bottom in that sense. All right? But you got to work on that. You got to figure out what you can do. You got to put your thinking cap on as only the emperor can. Very strategic, very serious, very authoritative, has the right people in place to do what needs to be done. Make sure that they're doing what they need to do. Consult with whoever it is that you need to consult with so that you can get yourself back on point. Now, a lot of you have let go of a lot of devil energy that was going on. It could be in the form of relationships. It could be in the form of bad business practices, bad business decisions. Could have been in the form of negative, unsupportive friends and family. But you let that energy go, okay? And a lot of it, you caught these people out here doing it. You caught them out here with the Seven of Swords energy, okay? So you saw a lot of things. You experienced a lot of things. A lot of betrayal here, okay? Definitely a lot of betrayal that went down, whether it was in regards to relationships, whether it was in regards to someone trying to rob you, take your money, take your finances, in the business world, maybe someone trying to keep you from manifesting, okay? Like a lot of things went down here in this last year. But a lot of you here, you got some messages coming. This is the Page of Coins. You got some messages about money coming, okay? For a lot of you, this is a message about a relationship as well. Coins represent either money, okay, or they represent, a solid commitment, the beginning of a solid, stable commitment. And right now, things might be looking a little glum, a little dark, a little frustrating, okay? But keep in mind, this is what you got coming. You got this coming, and you got this coming. This is the sun, okay? It's in reverse right now, but the positive thing about that is that you just haven't been illuminated yet. When you get this message, you're going to be illuminated, and then we're going to have this going on, and we're going to have this going on, okay? We're going to have this going on, and we're going to have this going on, all right? You are in position, okay? The universe is basically taking out of your life what no longer serves you. All right. And you might be confused about that. You might be like, what the hell is going on? Why is my life a mess? Why can't I manifest what it is that I want? Because the universe is using you in a way that's going to put you in position to be successful. All right. This is what's coming for you. This is what's coming for you. All right. But you got to come out of your head. You got to accept defeat in the situation and stop trying to beat a dead horse because you're so damn determined to make something work that's not going to work. Accept your losses. All right. Come out of your head with the frustration. Okay. A lot of you is trying to fight to make something work that is just not working. You weren't able to manifest with it. The universe is telling you, let it go. All right. So this is what you definitely need to embrace for your coming solar return, my friends. Now, let's get you some advice here. Let's get you some advice and see what Spirit's message is for you. All right, let's see here. Where is my... Oh, here we go. So, what messages do we have for my Aries massive for their solar return? It's their birthday. It's the beginning of spring. A lot of them are feeling a little bit down and out. They got some challenges that from, the last decade that they're still dealing with. But, we need to get them back on track. So what kind of messages and advice do you have to get my Aries massive ready so that they can celebrate? Now, for those of you who didn't go through these changes, this is not a message for you. This is for those who, have gone through some major transformation over the last 6 months. All right. Let's see what messages we got. That's because, the universe has something special lined up for you. So it was clearing out all the bullshit that you didn't need in your life. And you didn't realize it at the time or understand it. And you was fighting like hell against it. This is why we got this Five of Wands energy. All right. So we have poised. Let's take a look and see what poised is. Poised energy. 48. All right, so poise says being ready, okay? Bringing something to light, being at your best and in confidence. So this is all about, as far as your relationships, when you're confident and happy in your own skin, you are ready for deeper, more intimate relationships. You have nothing to prove right now. You are completely yourself and can handle anything. Love, friendships, and harmonious new connections are all present now or are coming. So for some of you who, lost some friends because you guys were no longer on the same page, or lost lovers because you were no longer on the same page, the universe was clearing all that out because it's bringing in new relationships for you. Love, friendships, and harmonious new connections are all present now or are coming in. You're ready to give and receive from the heart. This is a beautiful place to be. So like I said, you got to let this energy go. Don't try to fight it and try to make something work that wasn't working. You've already received enough messages from the universe telling you that you're not going to manifest anything with that. That's why it was taken from you. So let it go and embrace what's coming. All right, you got good shit coming. Now, as far as the prosperity message with business, you have every reason to feel confident. Everything you need to make your success concrete is now at your disposal. You can take action knowing that you are ready to step into your power, into your light, and into your service to the world. The direction you're moving in is your destiny. Your soul is smiling with joy as you align with this truth. So this is what I'm trying to tell you here. Everything that's happened and that's going on is aligned with who you are going to become, who you are trying to be. So a lot of the people who you were dealing with, they can't come. They can't come. They cannot come, my love. They are not meant to be with you. They serve their purpose to get you to this point, and it's very important that you understand that and let that go, okay? Now, let's talk about the protection message here. It says you are not ready to move forward at this time, and that has to be okay. Okay, so for some of you, it's rough. You're not able to move forward right now. You're going through some changes. Be poised in the face of demands and deadlines. Demands and deadlines. Demands and deadlines. Okay, keep your cool. Keep your cool. Okay? Pretending you know what you're doing works sometimes, but if you adopt a fake it till you make it attitude, it will land you in some muck if you do that. Everybody says fake it till you make it. Don't do that. That is not good for everybody, okay? And it's not good for every circumstance. It's just a saying. Leave it at that, okay? I don't like that saying myself either. You got to be true and authentic to who you are. And if you're not, then you can't be true and authentic to anyone. All right, fake it till you make it type of stuff. It's like, okay, you don't have what you need right now, then you'll get it. There's no need for you to pretend. If people can't accept you where you are in your life at this point, then they're not worth your time or effort or energy. Don't ever fake anything for anybody. And I already know you know this, but this is just reiterating for some of you who may have, you've been through some things. So you're like, okay, well, what gives? Now, this is not a time to wing it and deliver something half finished. That's another thing. Some of you are panicking because you're not able to manifest. Okay? This is not the time to just rush and do something to get it done just to, get yourself back on point. You can't do that right now. You got to be cool, calm, and collective. All right? It's okay to postpone things until you're really ready. It's better to disappoint others now than to wish you had later. So, in this sense here, like I said, if people can't accept you for where you are right now, we all have stumbling blocks. We all go through trial and error. Things don't work out. We got to pick back up and get ourselves back together and do what we got to do. But if people can't accept that you're going through that process, and that it happens to everybody, then that should be an indicator to you that these are people you need to move away from. Because they don't have your best interest at heart. They're going to do this. This is what's going to happen, you worrying about them. They're going to cause a lot of confusion in your life, and you're going to be burdened, and you're going to feel betrayed by them because you're giving them false pretenses. They can only meet you where you're coming from. If you're faking it till you make it, and then they realize that, it was a bunch of bullshit, a lot of times they're going to leave you be. And you're going to look at that as them betraying you. But in reality, it's because you weren't being authentic to yourself, so you weren't being authentic to them. In the meantime, you're here stressing the hell out because you're being someone you can't be, or trying to be somebody you're not. Like, don't do that to yourself. Don't stress yourself out. You got too much energy, drive, passion, determination to direct that in a positive manner. Don't direct it in a manner in which is not going to be advantageous to you in the end. Don't do that to yourself. Let's get some messages for love for those of you who are going through things with relationships here. What do we have for my Aries for their solar return? What do you got for my Aries? Massive. Time apart. Some distance will bring clarity. So for some of you, this is what's going on here. You need to get your thoughts together. Your thoughts are running crazy with the Five of Wands here. This is you in your head about all of this shit. Some of you are feeling betrayed with the Ten of Wands energy. All right. And see, this is what this this is what this Six of Swords energy is. Time apart. So it doesn't necessarily have to be you're moving away permanently, but right now you need some time apart from this individual because you guys are not going to manifest anything but more arguing, more frustration, and more betrayal. Space is needed. Please take it for yourself. You deserve it. You have a right to that. All right? You got to get your head clear. Let's see what other messages we got in reference to love for my Aries. Boundaries. See? Again, we go back to this card. All right? I can't make this up. This is what it is. Time apart. Boundaries. They need it. Move away. Move away from the situation as soon as you possibly can. Let me get you one more. Clear your head. If it's meant for you to be with this person, the universe will bring you two back together. Trust and believe in that. But you have to understand where enough is enough and where you're driving yourself crazy here. Okay, these two cards are telling me that. And the overall energy is telling me that. Now, some of you got some bad news in reference to maybe someone wanting to be apart from you. Take that energy and take this reading and take that as a sign from your higher self, okay, or from your spirit guides or whoever you believe in. Take that as a lesson, not necessarily a lesson, but take that as advice and move away so that people can clear their heads. Some of you have met someone, the friendship is leading to more, okay? That's a beautiful thing. So some of you have lost friends within the last 10 years, within this last, or within your last solar return, okay? So you're making new friends. Like I said, with this card here, the universe is going to be bringing you people in who are going to connect with you. How is it that you have a friendship that's leading to more if that is not the case? This is why the universe is taking all of this away from you. To bring in what resonates with you as you go through your transition so that you can be the true emperor that you're supposed to be. All right. I love you guys, and I hope that this message helped to serve as some inspiration, especially for those who could resonate. Don't hold on to things that no longer serve you. And if you're fighting tooth and nail to make something work that's not working, remember, move on from that. The universe is bringing you what is meant for you. Okay. But you got to let go so that you can have it come in. All right, Aries, I love you guys. It is Aries season. Happy birthday, you guys. I love you. I appreciate you. And your readings are going to be first all throughout Aries season. I know that, because I was doing Aquarius and I was going back.